next question, and you know, there's two people still standing after that. I have to admire your courage. Okay, we'll let you speak as well. But that's it. Nobody else.
All right. First, about the cables. I trust WikiLeaks' judgment of what to release and what not to release. I think they've had an excellent record so far, and I trust WikiLeaks' judgment a lot more than I trust the government's judgment of what should be released and what should not be. Secondly, I think that it's pretty clear what's resulted from all of this so far, right? Manning is in a brig in Kuwait somewhere facing huge charges. Assange is underground. The ultimate release of these cables is in question. Who knows what's going to happen with it? And I think we need to be clear about what's acceptable to do and what's not acceptable to do. And I think you fucked it up huge.
Next question.
I respect your opinion, but that's not actually a question, so it's not something I can respond to directly.
Okay, next question.
As a Vietnam veteran, I think Manning did the right thing. Anybody that thinks in his right mind that the U.S. government is doing the right thing has to be in a mental institution. And what you did, you have to live with it. And what you did is worse than treason. I think you belong in Guantanamo.
Thank you.
And the final question here.
Not a question.
Hi, I just wanted to point out and ask a question that your premise is that you're saving lives potentially by trying to prevent the release of these documents, but I just want to ask you about, I consider that as pure speculation. You don't know that it's necessarily going to do anything, and I could equally speculate that, especially given the track record of the U.S. military and United States State Department throughout the world, that by not releasing these documents, you are going to harm people's lives. They're just not going to be American lives. And can you respond to that? Or I guess my question is, how do you know that not releasing these documents is going to save more lives than releasing them?
I can't say for certain. I'll bet.
Why did you make that decision?
I made that decision based on the information that I had access to, the portions of the logs that are not public and most likely will not be. And I acted my conscience just as I believe Manning acted his conscience, just as I believe Julian Assange is acting his conscience. I understand that there are people that are always going to disagree with my choice, and yeah, I have to live with that choice. And you know what? I feel bad about the predicament Manning is in. I was in a similar one well, this is my answer. At 22, I was in shackles for acting on my conscience. I was facing 15 years in prison, and I didn't send him off to some fate that I had no comprehension of.
You regret what you did.
Real quick question, there's two of them real quick. Did you see any of the classified cables? Did you see one of them? Of those 250,000, did he show you any of them?
No, he did not.
So how do you really know he had them? He could have been braggadocious. How did you really know? Maybe he was exaggerating because he wanted to become your friend or something, and it was a bullshit.
So, are you saying that by exaggerating, you didn't think he had fewer? Was it 5?
No, I don't know if he had any. No, I just really don't know. How did you know?
Well, I can say that he revealed classified information to me during the course of our conversation, and that, to me, made it clear that he would have been very willing to reveal it to others.
Was that from the cables, or just something totally separate?
Related to ongoing U.S. Counterintelligence operations.
All right, and I heard one question from the audience that you didn't get an answer. Do you regret what you did?
I regret not being a better friend to Manning. I wish that there was some way that it could have been done both ways. I wish so much that he had told me, I'm planning on doing this, not I've already done this, and that they're out there, and that there might still be a possibility to interdict them. I can't express in words how much I wish that he had said he was planning it, and that I could have told him, dude, you're going to fuck your life up.
I'd like to say something in closing, and I'm not here in any kind of capacity to pass judgment. I leave that up to our esteemed audience to do. What I will say is this, is that as long as the Hacker Underground has existed, we've always held in very high regard our neutrality. And as our European colleague had pointed out, we're internationalists, and we should remain so. As soon as you make up your mind to choose a side, politically speaking, you cease to be a hacker.
May I pose a question in response to that also? Why have you not renounced your citizenship?
Oh, why should I?
Because that's a side.
I was born in this country. My citizenship is automatic.
It's automatic, but you're splitting that hair mighty thin there.
I think you're changing the subject rather easily. The point I was trying to make was that you had a choice, and you made the wrong choice. You could have simply walked away, and none of this would have happened.
I could have, but I wouldn't have been able to live with myself.
All right, I feel you can continue this discussion backstage. Closing, I just want to thank you guys for really standing up and being a great audience, dealing with a difficult subject, a very controversial issue. You know, most people thought this wasn't possible, that we couldn't possibly have this kind of a dialogue in a civil tone and listen to opposing sides. And I knew you'd come through, so thank you very much for doing that. The story doesn't end here. We're going to keep following this and all kinds of other stories in the future, hopefully at Future Hoax, and all kinds of other things like that. We have a few more talks left, so please stick around, have fun, and we'll see you next time.